to Superior Sunrise. With me now, Mindy Berkland with IMI Global. Mindy, thank you so much for joining us here. Back kind of the end of our summer sales, wrapping it up here in our studio, and we spent the whole summer talking to producers who've enrolled in some of these programs, marketing their cattle. We've seen the way these program cattle sold over the whole summer. You guys monitor these trends. What programs do you see trending upward, and how the premiums are paying out for these producers as well?
Sure. Well, first I want to say thank you for having me on, and also take the opportunity to thank Superior for our continual ongoing long-term relationship. It's been extremely important to us and is as we move forward. We've continued to see year after year increases in the premiums. The enrollment has not slowed down. We're seeing more customers come in year after year. The premiums as our source and age, you know, the basis of everything with that little round button, that's always there. That remains strong across the board. NHTC cattle have been doing well, but our verified natural beef cattle at that top level of the USDA claims we're continuing to see growth in those premiums. And we do, you know, quarter to quarter, year to year, and it's been a continual climb over the last 3 to 5 years.
Doug was on, I guess that back in the spring, the last time we were kind of here in the studio, and we got to talk a little bit about beef care, but kind of go into what that program entails and how you're seeing growth in that program also.
Sure. So the beef care program came in 2020. It was our new program. And we've seen significant growth over the last 2 years. And going into 2022, there's two specific buyer groups that are focusing on beef care cattle, and really a high demand for them. And one of them is a breed verified claim. And then source and age, NHTC, and the requirement is beef care. Another one is not requiring anything but the source and age and the beef care, which allows, to your point, producers that are potentially mass treating something, for producers that are implanting, it still gives them a program to enroll in where they are recognizing a premium. It's a sustainability standard, those 3 pillars. So you look at the animal husbandry, you look at what you're doing for the environment as the overall operation and management style, and then you look at what you're doing to keep your community viable. We've seen significant growth this year. In fact, through the summer sales at the Week in the Rockies, we had 138 beef care lots. Winnemucca, we had 172, and then at the Bighorn in Sheridan, we had 148. So it's a very attainable standard if your management practices and what you're doing on your operation is what is needed in the ag industry.
Right. We talked to a lot of producers on how these programs have just absolutely transformed their operation, transformed their bank accounts, the way their herd health, everything from top to bottom. It's a little intimidating if you're not sure how it works. What's your advice to a producer, real quick before we go, in getting enrolled in these programs?
In getting enrolled, reach out to us. We have customer verification specialists that work in each region very closely with the Superior reps, with the customers. We'll handle it. We'll walk you through it. It is not a daunting process, and we'll do everything we can to simplify it. The enrollment process is a little bit longer for beef care that initial year, but once everything is set in stone, the renewal years are much easier. But call, ask questions, let us walk you through it. We'll hold everybody's hand all the way through, because it can be an overwhelming entry into it, for sure.
Right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It was great to have you on this morning. Don't go anywhere. We have more Superior Sunrise up next.